The first time Aarvyn realized what true friendship meant was not on a happy day, but on the darkest night of his life. The city lights outside his window were bright, yet his heart felt empty. His phone was full of contacts, but there was no one he felt brave enough to call. That night, Aarvyn understood a painful truth. Being surrounded by people is not the same as being supported by them. Aarvyn was known as a calm and intelligent young man. He worked hard, spoke politely, and avoided conflict. People liked him, but no one really knew him. He smiled often, yet behind that smile lived many unspoken fears. He had learned early in life to control his emotions, not because he was strong, but because he was afraid of being judged. He believed that showing weakness would make people leave. Then one day, someone new entered his life. Her name was Illyra. She was not loud, not dramatic, and not trying to impress anyone. She listened more than she spoke, and when she spoke, her words carried weight. She noticed things others ignored, like the tired look in Aarvyn's eyes or the silence he kept when jokes became too personal. Illyra did not try to fix him. She simply stayed. At first, Aarvyn kept his distance. He was used to controlling how much of himself he shared. He answered questions carefully and avoided deep conversations. But Illyra never pushed. She respected his boundaries, and that made him feel safe. Slowly, without realizing it, Aarvyn began to open up. He talked about his dreams, his doubts, and the pressure he felt to always appear strong. Illyra listened with patience, not interruption. One evening, Aarvyn failed at something he had worked toward for years. His plans collapsed, and with them, his confidence. He felt angry at himself and ashamed. Old habits returned, and he tried to disappear into silence. He stopped replying to messages and avoided everyone. He believed this was self-control, but in truth, it was emotional isolation. Illyra noticed the change. She did not send long messages or demand explanations. She sent one simple line: "You don't have to go through this alone." That sentence broke something inside Aarvyn. For the first time, he realized that true friendship does not demand strength all the time. It allows weakness without fear. When they finally talked, Aarvyn expected advice or criticism. Instead, Illyra shared her own failures. She spoke about times she had lost direction and doubted herself. Her honesty was powerful. It showed Aarvyn that emotional intelligence is not about hiding pain, but understanding it and responding with kindness. He learned that controlling emotions does not mean suppressing them, but expressing them in healthy ways. Days turned into weeks, and Aarvyn slowly rebuilt himself, not because life became easier, but because he was no longer facing it alone. Illyra never solved his problems, but her presence gave him strength. She reminded him that setbacks are lessons, not endings. Through their friendship, Aarvyn learned empathy, patience, and self-awareness. Then life tested their bond. A misunderstanding occurred, small but sharp. Words were taken the wrong way, and silence returned. This time, however, Aarvyn felt something different. Instead of running away, he paused. He reflected on his emotions before reacting. He chose calm over pride. He reached out, not to defend himself, but to understand. That moment was a victory of emotional intelligence. Illyra responded with the same maturity. They talked openly, honestly, and respectfully. No blame, no ego, only truth. That conversation strengthened their bond more than any happy moment ever could. Aarvyn realized that true friendship is not the absence of conflict, but the ability to face it with respect and care. As time passed, Aarvyn became a different person. He was still calm, but now his calmness came from confidence, not fear. He learned when to speak and when to listen. He learned that self-control is powerful, but connection is essential. True friendship, he discovered, is a mirror. It reflects who you are and who you can become. One day, Aarvyn looked back at the person he used to be. The lonely nights, the hidden emotions, the silent struggles. He smiled, not with sadness, but with gratitude. He understood that Illyra did not change his life by doing something big. She changed it by doing something rare. She stayed honest, kind, and present. True friendship is not found in perfect moments. It is built in imperfect ones. It is the quiet support when the world is loud, the gentle truth when lies are easier, and the steady presence when everything feels uncertain. Aarvyn learned that day by day, moment by moment. And if you are listening to this story and feel alone, remember this: you do not need many friends. You need one who respects your emotions, encourages your growth, and walks beside you without judgment. True friendship begins when we learn to understand ourselves and choose connection over fear. That is where real strength is born.